Hey everyone, this is my my first update on my Tailwinds collection. My first video update. And in my other video, you saw my A10 Boeing 777 B-52 Mirage 2000C F-22. They call this an F-22. It's actually a Y F-22. You can tell just because of the wings. They're more swept back, and the horizontal stabilizers are different than regular F-22. That's how you can tell it's a YF-22. But anyway, you saw that, my Harrier, my F-35, my Super Hornet, my Starfighter, my Hawkeye, my Fighting Falcon, my Tornado, my Raphael, my Intruder, my Apache, Sky Crane, Huey, and well, no, you didn't see my Jayhawk before, actually, because that's one of my updates. These are my updates so far. My Jayhawk, MiG-29, F-4U, and the B-1, and the Mosquito, Chinook, Messerschmitt. Those are my updates. But first, let's start with the Jayhawk. This is actually a Black Hawk painted in Coast Guard colors. You can tell that because of the wheel and the exhaust. Move that. The exhaust, the wheel's exhaust, the FLIR, and the horizontal stabilizer. The horizontal stabilizer is supposed to be completely flat, and the rear wheel is supposed to be at the base of the tail boom. The FLIR thing is supposed to be. Well, I actually have my Jayhawk right here. You can see its exhaust is different. The horizontal stabilizer, the wheel, and there's gas tanks on the left side, not a door, and the door's on the right side. But anyway, overall it's pretty cool. Next, we have the MiG. Russian, of course. And I have its worst enemy, the F-15. It's not a Tailwind, but I do have it. I would show it to you, but it looks like crap right now. I gotta fix that. But anyway, this is the MiG. You have its dang stand here. It looks like a real MiG, of course. Has the missiles on it, and all that. Has a nice exhaust. Has the Russian star. Except its nose is kind of screwed up. Anyway, let me just put it back on the stand here. Okay, next is my Corsair. The Corsair actually had an interesting story when I got it. It was all blue, like, except for the landing gear and the markings, of course. And even the prop was blue. I painted that black. I'm gonna paint yellow on the edges right there, so it looks more like a Corsair. But this thing, it was all blue, and it didn't look real, so I just painted the prop just to make it look more realistic. But its wings need to be on a bit more of an angle, but it's actually pretty heavy, this thing, because it's mostly die cast. There's barely any plastic on it. The dome is plastic. The wheels are. The prop is. Basically, everything is die cast, which makes a good model. Don't want just plastic. Alright, let me put this one back on the stand. Okay, next is my B1. I already had a B1, but this one is just better. It's more realistic. Its wings don't move like mine, but it's more realistic. B1B. Like all the little stuff down there. And that's a B1. Okay. Messerschmitt ME262. It's not very detailed. It has no markings, it's just looks like it got spray painted. It's actually, I was kind of surprised when I got it. I was like, wow, this thing is not detailed, because if you look at all the other ones, they have all markings on them and different, you know, like the F-16, it has desert camo, the Chinook has the forest camo, the Mosquito's green, B1, F-14. This one doesn't have any markings, doesn't have the German Nazi, whatever you want to put it on, whatever they had it on. There's not really there's not really much to show on this thing. But anyway, that's the ME262. Next, this is my Chinook. I already have another Chinook, but this one is way better. Way better. It looks real. It's from Royal Air Force, this one. My other one's from U.S. Air Force. If you can see, those windows back there, they actually have the little plastic in them as windows. They're not just open. And that is what makes it really, really nice. Its wheels are in the right places. Its landing light has a nice pattern. It even has a penguin on it. Engines. Dang it. It's pretty big too, which is good. Of course you don't want them too big, but that's okay. And the last one I have, come on, sit up. Alright, last one I have is a de Havilland Mosquito. This one's detailed. It has the Royal Air Force markings on it. Has the bombs on it. Pretty much as a heavy fighter bomber. It did have bombs on it, which is good, of course, but you can see it has nice detail on it, and it's you know, it's fairly a good size. It's good to have models that are, you know, size like as big as your hand, and if of course bigger, but you don't want them too small that you can't see them. But Tailwinds, they have really, really good models. And those are all the updated ones I got. And of course, last time you saw my F-117, beat up F-14, and SR-71. And that's about it. Please rate, comment, and subscribe. And if you have a collection, I'd like to know about it. If you want to put on a video response or just a video and tell me about it, that would be awesome. And this has been my first update on my Tailwinds collection. And we'll see you again soon.